Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to the Highway Infrastructure Limited Q3 FY26 earnings conference call. As a reminder, all participant lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star, then zero on your touchtone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Abhishek Bhatt from EY. Thank you, and over to you, sir.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. On behalf of Highway Infrastructure Limited, I welcome you all to the Quarter 3 and 9-month FY26 earnings conference call. The results and investor presentation and are also available on website through our filings and stock exchanges. Joining us today to discuss the company's performance and outlook, we have with us Mr. Arun Kumar Jain, Managing Director, Mr. Anup Agarwal, Full-time Director and Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Riddharth Jain, Director and Chief Executive Officer, and Mr. Saurabh Mittal, Joint Chief Financial Officer. Before we proceed, a disclaimer. Please note that anything said on this call during the course of the interaction and in our collateral, which reflects the outlook towards the future or which should be considered as a certain forward-looking statement, must be viewed in conjunction with the risks the company faces and may not be updated from time to time. More details are provided at the end of investor presentation and other filings available on our website at www.highwayinfrastructure.in. Should you have any queries or require further information following this call, please feel free to reach out to us via the contact details provided in the investor materials. With that, I now hand over the call to Mr. Riddharth Jain. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Let me start with the key milestones for this quarter. Q3 has been transformative for highway infrastructure. We secured the largest tollway collection mandate in our history, the 328.8 crore Kaza P Plaza on NH16 in Andhra Pradesh. This reflects strong confidence in our ability to operate high-volume plazas with discipline and efficiency. Along this, we added 437 crore of new tollway collection orders, significantly scaling our presence as a technology-enabled asset-light toll operator. With this momentum and steady EPC attraction, our consolidated order book has reached 1160 crores as of January 2026, the highest in our history and over 4x higher than March 2025. Over the last 4 to 5 years, we have made a decisive shift. From operationalizing our first plaza to listing on the exchanges, we have now scaled to the largest order book ever and are preparing to execute our biggest tollway collection contract to date. This marks the beginning of the strongest growth phase in our journey. Let me briefly explain our business model and its evolution. Highway infrastructure operates across 3 complementary verticals: EPC infrastructure, tollway collection, and real estate. Our EPC business is the execution backbone built over 30 plus years, with more than 105 complete projects across highway, bridges, industrial areas, irrigation, and urban infrastructure. In 2020, we added tollway collection to this platform. Then we have built a scaled asset-light, technology-driven tolling vertical focused on digitalization, leakage control, and high throughput operations. Our first project at Roda in 2021 was a key catalyst, and today we are emerging as a meaningful operator across national corridors. Our real estate activity, though smaller, contributes incremental earnings through development and lease commercial assets. Together, these 3 verticals diversify our income and reduce cyclicality. We will capitalize on NYC apartment inventory with growing market demand. NYC is a New York City apartment project. Order book visibility is at its strongest ever. The consolidated order book of 1,160 crores includes 623.6 crores in EPC, around 536.5 crores in tollway collection, and has grown by 181% since September 2025. In just the last 2 to 3 months, we secured about 507 crores in new mandates across both verticals. In EPC, projects worth 400 to 450 crores are targeted for completion over the next 2 years, giving clear execution visibility into FY27 and FY28. Our customer mix remains about a robust 77% of government, ensuring predictable payments and strong cash flow security. We are also diversifying with clear intent. Geographically, we are expanding into Gujarat, Rajasthan, and the wider Northeast, while evaluating selective entry into Jammu and Kashmir and Kerala. This reduces concentration risk and broadens our addressable market. Operationally, we are building adjacencies across renewable EPC, EV charging infrastructure, ropeway operations and collection, and ancillary commercial services at tollway plazas, such as warehousing, fuel stations, retail, commuter amenities. These initiatives enhance our role in the mobility ecosystem and improve earning quality. On the sector front, the environment remains supportive. A 3.1 lakh crore allocation for highways, a materially expanded road network, and a projected doubling of toll collection over the next 2 years create strong tailwinds. Over 3,900 NIP road projects and a robust awarding pipeline expected in FY26, FY27 continue to support both EPC and tolling opportunities. We are also seeing healthy traction on the ground with L1, H1 positions exceeding 200 crores. With a record order book, a disciplined balance sheet, and an asset-light model for tollway collection, we are well positioned to benefit from the infrastructure upcycle. Let me now turn to the financials. On standalone basis, Q3 FY26 total income grew by 11.6% year-on-year to 129.4 crores. 9-month FY26 total income rose by 18.3% to 353.4 crores. Q3 EBITDA grew 52.7% to 9.6 crores. The 9-month EBITDA increased 136.9% to 36.3 crores. Standalone PAT for Q3 was 6.1 crores, up by 38%, and 9-month PAT was 22.9 crores, up by 192% year-on-year. At the consolidated level, Q3 FY26 total income was 128.4 crores. 9 months total income climbed to 365.2 crores. Q3 EBITDA increased 10.7% to 9.6 crores. 9-month EBITDA grew 65.2% to 35.4 crores. Consolidated PAT rose 34.3% year-on-year in Q3 to 6.3 crores. And 9-month PAT increased 121.5% to 23.1 crores. With that, we will now open the floor for questions.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to withdraw yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question comes from the line of Sukrit Patel with Eyesight Fintrade. Please go ahead.
Good morning to the team. My first question to Mr. Arun Jain is, looking ahead, how do you see highway infra balancing between winning new road projects, ensuring timely execution and protecting the profits? As demand for infrastructure grows and the competition intensifies, what will guide your decision-making process on which of these areas should get the strongest focus in the coming quarters? That's the first question. I'll ask my second question after this. Thank you.
Thank you.
हमारी पॉलिसी से हम लोग नए टेंडरिंग करते हैं और मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि आते समय में हम लोग ज़्यादा ग्रोथ करेंगे। अभी नए सेक्टर में हम इंफ्रा की काम कुछ रूप पे वे साइड एम्यूनिटीज की टेंडरिंग कर रहे हैं, उससे न्यू ग्रोथ मिलने की संभावना है।
Okay, my second question to Mr. Anup Agarwal is, as you plan for the next few years or quarters, which financial insights or metrics will be most important? Just hold on. Sorry for that. As you plan for the next few years, which financial signals or metrics will be most important in guiding the decisions on cost control, cash flow management, and capital allocation for the new projects? How do you see these particular levers in shaping highway infra's ability to protect the margins and deliver sustainable value as the business grows? Thank you.
थैंक यू फॉर क्वेश्चन। हम लोग का जो टारगेट था कि हम लोग इंडिया में जो सबसे बड़े टॉप 10 टोलवेज हैं उसमें इंटर करें, उसमें कंपटीशन का लेवल कम होता है। तो आईपीओ से जो फंड आया, हम जो हमारी पॉलिसी थी उसमें हम आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। और अभी हमारे पास में साउथ का सबसे बड़ा टोल एक हम लोग ऑलरेडी स्टार्ट कर चुके हैं। नेक्स्ट 2 ईयर में हम लोग काफ़ी ज़्यादा ग्रोथ एक्सपेक्ट करें। हमारे लिए जो 27 का Q1 है वो काफ़ी इम्पोर्टेंट रहेगा और हम एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि उसमें काफ़ी अच्छा हमको टर्नओवर और ग्रोथ मार्जिन देखने को मिलेंगे। तो अभी हमारा फोकस है कि Q1 ऑफ 27 काफ़ी अच्छा रहेगा। जो भी टोल के बिजनेस में सबसे ज़्यादा कलेक्शन और प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी उसी टाइम पर रहती है Q1 में। तो अभी हमें ऐसा लगता है कि आने वाले टाइम में Q1 तो बेस्ट रहने वाला है। उसके अलावा हम आने वाले 2 साल में टोलवेज, ईपीसी और रियल एस्टेट तीनों को पैरेलली ग्रोथ पे लेके जाएंगे और 2 साल में काफ़ी अच्छे रिजल्ट आपको देखने को मिलेंगे।
Okay, thank you and best wishes.
Thank you.
The next question comes from the line of Anjali Singh with Bansal Family Office. Please go ahead.
Hello, thanks for the opportunity. So my first question is, can you please help me understand what differentiates our technology-driven toll operations versus peers?
Sorry, can you come again?
Yeah, sure. So my first question is, can you please help me understand what differentiates our technology-driven toll operations versus peers?
Okay, thank you for the question, Anjali. It is very, very important to note that that our company, we have deployed different kind of software for operating tolls. Actually, toll operation is how well you manage the manpower and liaison with the local agencies present at site. And as a history and the numbers tell, we have already deployed. We try to reduce the manpower and hand over most of the work to technology in terms of how well we manage through our software, how well we manage with the local agencies. As a fact, we have as a strategy, we try to accommodate maximum local people of that area so as to cut the costs for the company for operations. And also at the same time, we also deploy some old managerial staff at the toll level so that we are compliant and there is smooth working. Other than that, all of the tollways operations, all of the money that is collected, every operation, every violation is being clearly monitored at site along with cross monitoring at the HO. So this reduces any kind of leakage that might be possible on site. This is how we are different from other toll operators.
Okay, thank you. So one more question. Before participating in a tollway collection bids, what are the key criteria you do evaluate? And if you could also share what is the minimum bid which we take for tollway projects?
Actually, I think to start with, there is no minimum bid that we take for tollways. For tolls, it is very important to understand where we can find more growth. So our first factor would be what kind of growth are we expecting on that particular path. let's say, for example, for any new package on the new Delhi-Vadodara Expressway, Delhi-Mumbai Expressway, we will always expect more growth. So the growth percentage is high, so our margins will be higher over there. That is one of the key things. The other thing is, do we have any local issues? Do we have any weather-related issues in that particular area? For example, if you take up a toll much north in, let's say, some areas near Manali or Himachal Pradesh, where there is high possibility of landslide, that might pose a problem for us, right? And as opposed to, and if you see tollways in the upper northeast, the rain might affect a lot of collection for large parts of almost more than 2 months of the year. So that is how we try to select the tolls, and then we also try and kind of create a balance. So let's say if a toll collection goes down in the winter due to fog in one particular state, then we also try to take up a toll in other parts of India where there is no downtrend during the winter season. Because of, let's say, we take up a toll in the coastal region, there is no downtrend in the winter season. So we try to balance it out with different states. That is why it is very important that important for us to become a pan-India player, is that we can mitigate our risk in one toll with another toll in another area. These are the key factors.
Okay, thank you so much. That's all from my side. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Amit Kumar, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Thank you for taking my question. So my question is, can this commercial leasing evolve into recurring annuity style income similar to toll operations?
Hi, Amit. Thank you for your question. I think definitely that is our agenda, that we create some base recurring income through these commercial properties. As we have already mentioned, the highway already owns pieces of land which hold a lot of great commercial value. So our target is ideally to create assets which give us recurring income throughout the years, which increase at a good rate year on year.
Okay. And follow up to this, can you share your plans and strategy for expanding this business going forward?
I think we are looking at two major fronts. One would be hospitality. Why hospitality is because I think given the wedding industry in India is one of the biggest in the world, and more and more the spending on the weddings has been increased year on year. You can see the trend. And otherwise, spending for people with increased income and savings on tax, I think there is more spending on leisure otherwise. And the second, to that note, also goes for commercial leasing. So more and more people are now spending more on food and beverages outside. They are spending more on clothing and accessories and other commercial shopping arenas. So I think this becomes a very good proposition for the coming year. And that value that we own the land, so that we already have the major part of the investment has already been done. Now it is only based that we strategically develop what the area demands and then increase our rental revenue from there.
Okay, thank you for the detailed answer. And if I may ask you one last question, where do you see the company in next 3 to 5 years in terms of revenue and business mix?
It is very difficult to put a number to that, but I would strongly say that the kind of growth that we have seen in the past 1 year since our listing, you can see a sustained growth such as this. And we can assure that we are trying our level best to increase our efficiency, increase our margins, and it is evident in our numbers, in our books. So that is that. And for any detailed answer, we would love for a detailed question from your end to Eva, and we will be very, very happy to answer that.
Okay, thank you. That's it from my side. All the best.
Thank you so much, Amit.
The next question comes from the line of Amit Chaudhary, an individual investor. Please go ahead. Amit Chaudhary, your line has been unmuted.
Audible now?
Yes,
Hello.
sir. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So, thanks for taking my question. So, the first question is regarding the tollway collection order book. So, it is, I think, grown substantially. So, can you elaborate on the sustainability of this momentum and how competitive is the scenario that we are looking at for bidding?
So first of all, I would talk about the competitiveness. For high value toll orders, there is less competition. That is because NHAI has very less registered contractors which can actually tender for these kind of contract values. And secondly, I think there is momentum will continue to go on because facts suggest that, like I've also mentioned in my speech, is more allocation of funds from the government to road and building infrastructure. More roads are being built by public funds, that is EPC mode, and so more opportunity in tollway collection. We have also mentioned, we are in the EPC business, so there is more business for us to construct the roads, and after construction there is more business for us to collect the tolls. So the momentum keeps going on, and factually I think it will only increase with time. Also to mention that India is a developing country. For a developing country, infrastructure growth commands the growth of the country and the GDP. And so we are very positive about that. Hello.
Yes, sir. Sorry to interrupt. The current participant has left the queue. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, please press star and 1. The next question comes from the line of Akansha, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon, and thanks for the opportunity. So I have two questions. Can you share your working capital cycle in EPC projects and any expected changes as order book scales up?
Working capital cycle for EPC is almost 3 months, and in toll almost 1 to 2 months.
Okay. My second question is that can you explain your bidding strategy in the tollway collection segment, and how would you decide which projects you need to bid for?
There are multiple factors to that. First of all, thank you for the question, Akansha. There are multiple factors to that. Like I previously mentioned, first is to understand what kind of growth are we expecting in that particular place.
Okay.
For example, I would reiterate my example such as the Delhi-Mumbai Expressway. We would obviously expect a lot of growth, because if you compare the earlier road which was used for travel between Mumbai and Delhi with NH8, the tollway collection from 5 to 6 plazas on NH8 was around 5 crores per day. Now, obviously, if there is a newer road, people will prefer because of the fuel efficiency, time saving, and better road quality. So you can expect. So obviously, we will expect a lot of traffic from the NH8 to convert and go on the expressway. So we always expect a lot of potential for growth on that particular road, right? So growth is one of the major factors. The other is what kind of balance is it creating for us. For example, we will not like to concentrate all of our plazas in one particular state, because plaza or traffic is always affected by festivals. It is affected by weather such as fog in winters, rains, monsoons affect a lot of traffic for heavy vehicles. So it is important that we spread our portfolio across India, across different climates. And we are, I think it is very, India being a vast country with different climates, it becomes a very positive point for us. So that is why we have a couple tolls. We are strategizing to take up a couple tolls in South, like we recently took up the Kaza Fi Plaza. which has clear weather almost year round except monsoon. And so to counter that monsoon period, we have a couple plazas in Rajasthan, which have a downtime in monsoon but have a good upcycle in the monsoon season. That is how we try to strategize and take tolls in different areas to counteract the downtimes for individual plazas in different areas. And apart from that, we also see the kind of execution that we can do. For example, we have a very good hold in all of the states that we are currently working in. Not to say that we are not trying to expand in different regions, but we always make sure that we make sure that we have good hold in that particular state in terms of manpower and deployment and management. Then only we try to venture into that particular area. Like we mentioned, we are also trying to venture into the northeast and further south southern states going forward in this particular year.
Okay, got it. Yeah, that's it from my side. All the best.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Ajit with ULJK Financial Services. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my first question is that, sir, can you explain the toll business and it's different from the other infra companies like the IRB? First question is that. Second is, what is the revenue and the PAT targets for the year you are looking for FY27?
Thank you, Ajit. I will repeat your question. Are you talking about how are we different or our tollway business different from other companies such as IRB?
Like that,
is that the
yeah.
question?
The second question is, what is the revenue and the PAT target you are looking at the FY27?
Okay. So I will take up the first part of the question. Ajit, thank you for the question, first of all. I think we are majorly into public funded tollway collection, and companies such as IRB were majorly into BOT model, which is built, operate and transfer. So although that model was recently closed by NHA, now it is bringing up that model again. What that model suggests is that you have to fund for that road. Let's say 1,000 crore project है, so the government expects you to fund that particular 1,000 crore road. You own it for 20-30 years based on the contract type, and you collect the toll for that particular 20-30 year period, and that is how you generate revenue for the expenditure that you have done initially. As opposed to in public funded tolls, what the government is now doing is they are basically funding the construction of the roads, which comes under EPC mode. So government funds, they pay you bill to bill, and then after the completion, they give a tendering agency such as us to operate the toll and manage the toll, which comes under public funded tolls. So we are majorly in public funded tolls.
Okay, sir.
And for the second part of the question, can you repeat the question?
What is the revenue and the PAT targets you are looking for the FY27?
Sir, we are estimate our revenue for 27 is almost 1,000 crore. From EPC, we are expecting 700 crore, and from EPC and real estate, we are expecting 300 crore.
Okay, thanks. Sir, another question is that last question is the new project as a CASA toll will be the monthly collection expected what you are expected, sir?
From CASA, we are expecting a collection of about approximately an average of 1 crore per day. So you can amount it up to 30 to 31 crores per month.
300 crore. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Aditya with AYZ Investments. Please go ahead.
I thank you for the opportunity, sir. So my first question is on your order book, which has expanded sharply to 1160 crores. So I just wanted to know about the bifurcation of this order book within segments like EPC, toll, etc. And also if you have any internal tentative order book target, which you can share for FY26 exit or by FY27 per se. And as you already shared about the revenue target of around 1,000 crores for FY27, Can I also may I also ask about the margin targets if that will be going up from 6% or so?
Sorry, I will have to start with one question. Thank you so much for your question, Aditya. For the split, the EPC split is about 630 crores and tollway is about 530 crores or 550 crores. And what is the next part of your question? I'm sorry.
Yeah, and a tentative order book which you can, if you can share, which you will be having internally for FY26 exit for FY27.
I think it is. We are expecting about growing the order book by 50% in the coming financial year. Although it is again very hard to put a number because we are more focused in not only focused on increasing the order book, but we are also focused in selecting objectively selecting projects which benefit the company in terms of EBITDA and margins also. So our only target is not to just increase the order book, but also increase the revenue in terms of profitability.
Yeah. So can we see
again, but like I said, that 50% increase would be comfortable to say.
Yeah. So by FY27, your target is 1,000 crores revenue. So can we see the upside in the margins as well from current 6-7%?
Yes, definitely.
Do you have any internal target for that as well?
We are looking at a increase of about 2 to 3, comfortable 2 to 3%. Having said that, it is very important to note that since we are venturing into higher value contracts, the margin definitely increases because of fewer competition. So again, we are looking at an increase of 2 to 3%, hopefully.
Okay. Thank you, sir. This was very helpful. And my last question is there any major support to the sector in the recent budget which you can call out?
Can you come again with the last question?
I'm saying, sir, is there any major support to the sector in the recent budget which you can call out?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I've already mentioned, but I would like to highlight. I will call out the numbers right now. Give me a second. Yeah, I think I don't know if you've read the news, but Nitin Gadkari in an interview mentioned that the tollway collection has increased already, almost doubled in the past year, and India's toll collection is projected to surge from 55,000 crores to 1.4 lakh crores within 2 years. And the government is very much focused on expansion, highway construction, wider tollway coverage, and FASTag adoption, right? And even for that matter, if you're seeing the government plans to make highways use seamless and reduce leakage, which will obviously increase more margin in that particular front. In terms of EPC, the government has allocated about 3.1 lakh crore to the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways under the Union Budget 26-27. This is up by 8% year on year. And I would like to also mention that India, again, a growing developing economy, infrastructure becomes quintessential into how it contributes to the GDP. Even as a fact, under the National Infrastructure Pipeline, roads and bridges are key focus with 3,906 projects under development. Government is putting up new schemes such as the Bharatmala Pariyojana, the National Highways Development Project to enhance the connectivity overall. So I think there is a lot of good development happening. Even for a fact, NHAI has been allocated 1.87 lakh crores for FY27 for the construction of national highways, expressways, greenfield access corridors. And actually, as a matter of fact, for the past 10 years, we have seen this growth actually. I mean, not only in numbers, not only on paper, the physical, visible difference has been seen. the travel time to multiple cities has reduced drastically, and the road qualities have significantly increased. Not to say that they are constantly working on the quality as of yet, but there has been significant physical difference also. So I think that becomes a very promising opportunity for us.
Thank you, sir. This was really helpful and insightful. All the best. I will join back the queue. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arun.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question, please press star and one. The next question comes from the line of Abhishek Sharma with Sapphire Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So, hi, sir. Firstly, congratulations on good set of results. My question is, sir, as you mentioned in this speech that we are planning to expand into other regions also, like Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Northeast region. So, what early tractions are you seeing in this market?
Can you repeat the last part of the question?
Like, sir, you mentioned that we are planning to expand into other regions like Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Northeast regions. So, what early tractions are you seeing in these markets?
Yeah, actually, I think it is. I think it is very important to note that in terms of, if I talk about Gujarat and Northeast, Gujarat becomes a very important strategical geographical location. Why? Because if you talk about the connectivity between major cities, Mumbai, Delhi, Ahmedabad for that matter, Gujarat stands in between. Gujarat as a location also is by the coast. So a lot of ports, a lot of newer industries, a lot of connectivity to the western part of the world is being connected. So I think Gujarat becomes a very, very important location. In Northeast, what has happened in the past 20-30 years, a lot of development was being paused because of several problems such as geographical problems, resource problems, and even so, I think budget allocation. And in the recent past, there has been a lot of focus on the northeastern states. The government wants to now develop more infrastructure over there. Recently opened by our Prime Minister the Guwahati Airport, which marks as a very important landmark that they want to increase the connectivity to the northeastern states. Not only the airport, they are also building a lot of new infrastructure in terms of road, expressways, highways. So there is a lot of opportunity, and as early movers, we will benefit from these things.
Okay. And my follow-up question on the same, like, what revenue contribution do you expect from new regions from FY27?
What I think I lost you the last bit. Can you repeat, please?
Okay. So, follow-up question was, what revenue contribution do you expect from the new regions from FY27? Particularly from new regions only.
We are hard to put a number, but I think we are expecting good contribution from newer regions because not that MP does not have opportunities. I think in the Union Ministry of the North has already allocated about 60,000 crores plus infrastructure projects worth in Madhya Pradesh. But I think so we have already a lot of opportunities in our home state. But I think contribution from different states could we will increase it gradually over the years. But we are looking at at least a minimum of 20 to 30% contribution from different states in the very near future. And going forward, we will see how it goes well for us.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. That is from my side. All the best.
Thank you, Abhishek.
Thank you. Participants who wish to ask a question may press star and one. The next question comes from the line of Yash with HNI. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Sir, I have three questions. First one is regarding EBITDA margin, second one is regarding business model, and third one is regarding order book. So the first question is on what are the EBITDA margin in the tollway collection segment versus EPC, and how do you see margins evolving as scale increases?
7% EBITDA margin in toll business.
Okay.
And
how do you
EPC
see margin?
EBITDA margin is 6%, 6 to 7%.
Okay. And do you foresee any impact of the upcoming multi-lane free flow tolling system on our business model?
Sorry, your voice is muffling. I'm sorry. Can you repeat the question? Yes.
Do you foresee any impact of the upcoming multi-lane free flow tolling system on our business model?
No, I think in fact, for that matter, I think it will only benefit us because the faster the car moves, it will attract more and more traffic towards the road. I think, as a matter of fact, in very, very few regions now, just because of high traffic, people try to avoid tolls because they have to stop at tolls for a longer period of time. So government only aims to ease the flow of the tolls. And in fact, for that matter, we will require less manpower at tolls, which will increase our efficiency and margins. So I think we are on the benefit side of that MLFF strategy.
Okay. And so the third question is regarding order book. So your order book has expanded sharply to 1,160 crore since March 2025. So how much of this is executable in FY26 and FY27, and what revenue conversion can we expect annually?
सर टोल बिजनेस में जो टेंडर्स मिलते हैं वो उसको हमें एक साल में पूरा करना होता है. तो अभी हमारे हाथ में जैसे 550 करोड़ अप्रॉक्स जो टोल में वर्क ऑर्डर है वो हमको अगले साल तो पूरा करने हैं. एंड 630 करोड़ हमारे पास ईपीसी में वर्क ऑर्डर्स हैं, जिसमें से हम लोग 250 करोड़ अभी 27 में कंप्लीट करेंगे. तो ओवरऑल देखें तो 750-800 के अप्रॉक्स हमारे पास ऑर्डर इन हैंड में एग्जीक्यूटेबल है. एंड फर्दर जो न्यू कॉन्ट्रैक्ट हमको मिलेंगे अगले साल वो भी हम लोग एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे.
ओके सर, गॉट इट सर. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, Yash.
Thank you. A reminder to all participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question comes from the line of Amit Chaudhary, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Yeah, hi. Sorry, my line had dropped earlier. So, if you can just repeat your answer on the sustainability of tollway collection order book, that will be great.
In terms of sustainability, we have year-round contracts, right? And so again, the contract that we take today can be taken again the next year if it deems feasible. Like for example, the Kiraspur Toll Plaza we are operating it for the second consecutive year. Other than that, newer opportunities always show up, such as the Jaipur-Bandipuri Greenfield Expressway. And multiple other new corridors are being constructed at the moment. Which some are near completion, some are already completed, some the fund has been allocated and the contracts have been executed. So with the growing infrastructure demand and the growing infrastructure, always the tollway collection will become a bigger industry with time. And not only that, I think the tollway collection is expected to double in the coming years from 55,000 crores to about 1.4 lakh crores. Even in one of the interviews by Mr. Nitin Gadkari, he mentioned that for the past 2 years, the tollway collection has already doubled. And he is also expecting it to double in the coming 2 years. So I think that tells you a lot about the sustainability of this particular industry. And as a matter of fact, earlier what was happening is that government was putting up a lot of BOT projects, right? So in BOT, the public funded tolls were not, the tolls will not come in, under the public funded. Now the government is allocating a lot of projects under EPC mode. So after the completion of the project, it directly comes under public funded tolls.
Also, before, like, the projects that were under BOT are now, the contracts are almost near completion. So all of those tolls are also coming under public funded tolls. So I think there is more and more opportunity every day.
Got it. Fair enough. And my second question was on the line of our plan to diversify in renewables EPC. If you could just throw some light on that, that'll be great.
India is now coming forward as a big player in renewable energy sources. So while we are also investigating a lot about how can we venture into renewable energy production, we are also venturing at the same time into renewable energy power supply from source to required location. I hope that answers your question.
Okay. And to look into or to go venture out into newer verticals, are we looking to form any partnerships, JV, etc.? How are we seeing this?
Definitely. I mean, the good part about this is that we would love to partner up with people who have great experience. We are always open to connect with people to broaden our horizon and always to learn and impart something that we have learned previously. We are always open for good opportunities.
Okay. Fair enough. That's it from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you wish to ask a question to the management, please press star and 1. Participants who wish to ask a question, please press star and 1. As there are no further questions from the participants, I would now like to hand the conference over to the management for closing comments.
First of all, thank you everybody for joining. Thank you everybody for supporting the company in one way or another. It has been a benchmark year for the company. We are trying to supply what we have promised to our investors, and we continue to do so. We are focused on a sustained growth so that the company over the years sees a stronghold in this particular industry, which will be all by your support. So thank you so much. See you next time.
Thank you. On behalf of Highway Infrastructure Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines. Thank you.
Thank you.